So, before moving forward in the video, if you are somebody who wants to learn the concept of AI engineering and actually make a career in the same field, then you are actually at the right place. Algocamp has launched its first AI engineering cohort in which you will be able to learn state-of-the-art patterns on how to make these real-world production-grade ready AI applications. You will learn all the concepts from beginner to advanced, starting from basics of LLMs, understanding GPT's API, or let's say Claude's API, how you can actually set up RAGs in production, how you can make your own AI agents with a lot of interesting projects as well. You will be making projects including making your own code reviewing agent, making your own RAG pipeline which will be able to handle long running tasks as well, and whatnot. I list all of the projects here and you can pause the video and check out all of them. This particular cohort will also help you understand behind the scenes of an LLM so that you can understand how the LLM actually works, the neural network architecture, the transformers architecture, what was actually running before LLMs like RNNs and LSTMs. All of these concepts of deep learning also we will be actually covering. This particular cohort has been actually made sure that if you are somebody who knows nothing about AI engineering and wants to start your career in AI engineering, you will be able to actually do that. We will provide all of the required fundamentals including Python, basics of Python, fast API, Docker, Git, GitHub, and everything which will help you to start your learning as fast as possible. If you are somebody who is actually looking for a more structured way to learn AI engineering with people who are actually building these products in production, do check out the link in the description section below, and don't forget to use this particular coupon code to get massive discount on the price. So let's get back to the video.
Now we know that if you have a stack and if you remove the elements of one stack and push it to another stack, it reverses the elements of the stack. But the similar thing you cannot do with a queue. If you have a queue and you make another queue and you move all of the elements one by one, it doesn't reverses them, right? So if you want to reverse a queue, sometimes you might need to reverse a queue for your operations, or it can be a subroutine that you have to do. If let's say you have a queue 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say this is your queue, then what you can do is you can maintain a stack, move all of the elements of the queue in a stack. Once you have moved all of the elements of the queue in the stack, the last added element is at the top of the stack. Remove all of the elements again from the stack and put them back in the queue. This can help us to reverse a queue. So in order of n time and order of n space, we will be able to reverse a queue. That's it, right? So whenever you have to reverse a queue, then also you can use a stack. If you have to reverse a stack, then also you can use a queue. You can use a stack only. So for both of the reversals, stacks actually really helps us extremely lot.